Hello friends, welcome. Friends, in one of my previous videos, we discussed the contribution of Elizabethan writers to English literature. In that video, I told you that Elizabethan age is the most flowery period. It's the most flowering period and it is the golden period of English literature. Friends, in this video, we are going to discuss University Wits during Elizabethan age. We will discuss who these University Wits are and how they contributed to the development of English literature during the period of Renaissance or during the period of Elizabethan age, 16th century. The first and foremost question that comes to our mind when we listen to this term University Wits, people know that these University Wits are a group of writers, group of playwrights, but the first question that comes to our mind is why are they known as University Wits? Okay, then to answer that question, let me begin by saying that this University Wits is a phrase. Okay, this phrase is given to the group of people, group of writers by some scholars, by some critics and historians of English literature. And this phrase, the University Wits, is used to name a group of late 16th century English playwrights. In the later part of the 16th century, there was a group of writers, group of playwrights during Elizabethan age. Okay, and they were educated at the Cambridge University and the Oxford University, and they were young people, young playwrights of those times. So because they came from the universities Oxford and Cambridge, and that's why they were known as University Wits. Moreover, the title Wits, W-I-T-S, is given to this group of people, group of writers. Why? Because wits means scholars, learned people, intelligent people, right? So these were the 7 scholars, 7 learned writers or 7 intelligent people from Oxford and from Cambridge, and that's why they were given this title University Wits by the scholars, by the critics, by the historians of English literature. These writers, because in those times during Elizabethan age, drama became popular and a new theatre was established in England. Okay, and these 7 University Wits, these 7 writers, they adopted for the first time, they adopted writing dramas professionally. They took it as their profession to earn money. So this concept of writing drama in a professional manner to earn some money, to earn bread and butter, was first introduced by these 7 young people, these 7 young scholars of the Elizabethan age. Okay, and they were the predecessors of William Shakespeare. Predecessors means they wrote drama even before William Shakespeare, right? So they were the predecessors of William Shakespeare. These 7 people were young scholarly playwrights from Oxford and Cambridge universities who were pioneering in secular drama, breaking with the tradition of the ecclesiastical plays of medieval England. Friends, try to understand that until now, in England, the plays, the tragedies, or the plays which were existing, they were medieval kind of plays, right? They were mostly religious plays, or you can say miracle plays or morality plays were written during those times. What are these miracle and morality plays? That I have discussed in one of my videos on when we were discussing Dr. Faustus as a tragedy, as a morality play, right? So if you want to get some more idea about morality play or miracle plays, then you can watch that video on Dr. Faustus. But for the time being, let me explain this idea that before these 7 university wits started writing drama in English in England, before that time only religious dramas or only morality or miracle plays were popular. Okay, but for the first time, these 7 writers, they brought about a huge change as far as the theme and structure of the play was concerned, right? For the first time, they started writing secular plays. Secular plays means these plays had nothing to do with the matters of religion, the matters of Christianity. So, drama as an art in the real sense was first of all introduced by these 7 university wits. Now, the question is, who are these 7 university wits? Then the names, as you can see on the screen, they were Thomas Cade, Christopher Marlowe, John Lilly, Robert Greene, George Pill, Thomas Lodge, and Thomas Nash. Friends, in order to remember these names, you can remember that there were 3 Thomas. Okay, in this group there were 3 Thomas. Number 1 Thomas Cade, number 2 Thomas Lodge, and number 3 Thomas Nash. 3 playwrights in this group. Remaining 3, they had their names you can remember with some colors, like their names indicate some colors. Robert Greene, green color, George Pilley, yellow color, and John Lilly, again green color, right? So 3 colors, you can just remember, it is a memory technique you can learn, right? John Lilly, Robert Greene, and George Pill. These 3 names are related to some colors. 3 Thomas, Thomas Cade, Thomas Lodge, and Thomas Nash. And above all these 6 playwrights, the head of this university wits was none other than the greatest of the great writer of the Elizabethan age, Christopher Marlowe. So 7 writers. One by one, we will have a look at the contribution of all these 7 playwrights of university wits. The first one is John Lilly. His plays, they have kind of lyrical qualities. Okay, they have lyrical qualities. Lyrics are found in his plays. So you can say he wrote kind of poetic plays, and he was the first dramatist to write essentially high comedy. The concept of high comedy was first introduced by John Lilly, and his popular plays, as you can see on the screen, are Alexander, Sappho and Phao, Endymion, Midas, Love's Metamorphosis, The Wife in the Moon, and so on. These are some important plays written by John Lilly. Second writer, second playwright of these university wits is George Pill. Pill is noted for his poetic style and decorative phrases. Friends, in English literature, we remember George Pill particularly for his language, his decorative, flowery language and poetic style, right? His contribution is very much flowery in English literature. The important plays written by George Pill are Arraignment of Paris, the Chronicle of Edward the First, the Old Wives' Tale, and so on. Robert Greene, the third important playwright in this group, he was a great poet, a pamphleteer, and a playwright of the Elizabethan age. He wrote some poetry, he wrote some pamphlets also, and he wrote some plays also. And he is mainly known for his romantic settings. These romantic settings which you find in the plays of William Shakespeare actually were first innovated by Robert Greene. So you can say Shakespeare learnt so many things from Robert Greene as far as the romantic setting of the play is concerned. Important plays written by Robert Greene are Alphonsus, King of Aragon, Orlando Furioso, Friar Bacon, and Friar Bungay. Okay, and Thomas Keed, again a very noted and very important playwright of the Elizabethan age. He brought Senecan taste of horror, ghost, hanging, stabbing, and madness, and bloodshed, pistoling, and suicide. All these murderous, bloody things were first introduced by Thomas Keed in his plays. Later on, after the Elizabethan age, you have the Jacobean period. During the Jacobean period, melodramas were written. These melodramas were full of violence, revenge, ghosts, supernatural elements, terror, horror. These were the things which were first introduced by Thomas Keed in English literature. And William Shakespeare's revenge tragedy Hamlet is very much inspired by Thomas Keed's contribution in English literature. His notable contribution is Spanish tragedy. Thomas Keed wrote Spanish tragedy, which was published in 1587. Okay, and it follows the line of Elizabethan revenge tragedy. Thomas Lodge and Thomas Nash were again another two important university wits in England. Lodge was popular for his romance. He wrote one romance. The title was Rosalind, Rosalynde. Rosalind is an important romance written by Lodge, and his only original play, only one play which is considered as his original play, is The Wounds of Civil War. Thomas Nash made tremendous contribution to comedy. Okay, Thomas Nash was a man of comedy. He wrote comedies in his times, and his comedies mainly focused, mainly exposed, and they attack the current abuses of his times, of his country, right? And his most popular play written by Thomas Nash is Summer's Last Will and Testament. And now friends, we come to the most important university wits among all these seven. The name of Christopher Marlowe is written with golden letters in the history of English literature. Friends, Christopher Marlowe is known as the forerunner of Renaissance and the most representative dramatist of the Elizabethan age. I have discussed this in one of my previous videos also. So, you can say that Marlowe represented the true spirit of the people of his times in all his four tragedies. His contribution is to make the heroic themes popular in English literature. Not only this, he also popularized the use of blank verse in tragedies, and he proved that the blank verse is the most befitting medium to write tragedies. And this thing is learned by William Shakespeare from Christopher Marlowe. So you can say Marlowe was in fact the teacher of William Shakespeare as far as the heroic themes are concerned, as far as the use of blank verse is concerned. Christopher Marlowe wrote four immortal tragedies: Tamburlaine the Great, the Jew of Malta, Edward II, and Dr. Faustus. Friends, let's summarize the whole contribution of the University Wits, that by saying that these University Wits, seven playwrights, seven dramatists of the Elizabethan period, they carved a special niche for themselves in the annals of English drama. Okay, their names have been remembered forever, remembered by the scholars, by the readers of English literature. They brought about a huge change from morality plays to Renaissance or Elizabethan plays, right? This was their main contribution. They gave English drama a kind of its own identity. Now English drama became an independent kind of drama which did not follow the morality or the religious or miracle plays of the Middle Ages. They wrote different kinds of plays. They wrote classical plays, they wrote some courtly comedies, they wrote some farces, some chronicle plays, some historical plays, and melodramas, and all kinds of plays were contributed by these seven playwrights. Okay, not only this, for the first time during the Elizabethan age, they imparted thrill, action, sensation, humor, and music to English drama. And all these qualities, sensation, thrill, action, make Elizabethan age the golden age. Okay, let's conclude the whole discussion by saying that these University Wits are truly and rightly called the seven stars of the cosmos, right? They are known as the seven stars of the galaxy of English literature. They prepared a ground for William Shakespeare to play on. And not only this, they prepared the ground for Shakespeare, they influenced William Shakespeare in matters of use of blank verse, in matters of bringing sensation in the play, in matters of making the drama the thrilling drama, right? So, it is not an exaggeration if I say that had there been no University Wits, there would have been no William Shakespeare. William Shakespeare is there with us because University Wits were there before William Shakespeare. So friends, here we come to the end of this discussion on the contribution of University Wits to English literature. Friends, I will come up with some new video another day. Till then, goodbye. Thank you very much.